President of the General Assembly, Secretary General of the United Nations, Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to join other world leaders to commemorate the 75th anniversary of this organization. On behalf of the government and people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I wish to express sincere felicitation to member states for the giant strides taken towards achieving the objective of the organization thus far. Today's celebration is a remarkable milestone in the history of the United Nations. It affords us the opportunity to review our progress and challenges, as well as chart the course for our future. Your Excellency, for over 7 decades, the United Nations has remained true to the aspirations of its founders. It continues to play a crucial role in fostering global peace and security. The organization has grown in membership and scope to reflect contemporary global trends. Collectively, we have improved and saved lives, as well as defended the rights of the vulnerable in adherence to the principles of the United Nations. More so, we have worked together to shelter refugees, foster development, invest in conflict resolution and peacekeeping, and promote women's and children's rights. Moreover, we have jointly intensified the fight against deadly diseases such as malaria, Ebola, tuberculosis, and the coronavirus pandemic. Beyond the spheres of peace and security, the United Nations has played active roles in the decolonization of many territories. This was achieved through the adoption of many resolutions that supported the independence and subsequent admission of over 80 territories into the organization. However, the quest to realize total decolonization remains incomplete as long as non-self-governing territories continue to exist. In this regard, I call on member states to abide by United Nations Resolution 1514 on the granting of independence to colonial countries and peoples. Mr. President, Nigeria has remained a reliable partner of the United Nations in its aspiration to achieve its mandate of a more peaceful, secure, and developed world. This year's celebration is significant to Nigeria as it coincides with our 60th anniversary of joining this esteemed organization. As an active member of the organization, Nigeria has contributed human, financial, and material resources to several United Nations peacekeeping operations. We have also provided humanitarian aid to refugees and displaced persons, helped countries in tackling diseases such as Ebola, and extended both human and financial resources as technical aid to other countries. In addition, we have served on 5 occasions as non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council and contributed significantly to the promotion of international peace and security. In spite of progress made in safeguarding world peace and promoting global cooperation, the world is still faced with complex challenges. Efforts to address impediments for the attainment of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development were undermined by the advent of coronavirus pandemic, which brought about unprecedented challenges that cannot be tackled by any single country or region. The inward-looking tendencies exhibited by member states in the wake of the pandemic have particularly revealed an urgent need for us to strengthen international cooperation, unity, and solidarity to address all negative developments, including climate change, violent extremism, natural disasters, and cyber security. However, as we continue to battle the pandemic and search for possible solutions, including an effective vaccine, we implore nations to adopt a global approach in addressing the global health emergency in a bid to build the future we want. Your Excellencies, without equivocation, I should emphasize the imperative of a fair and equitable representation in the Security Council. If we must achieve the United Nations we need, the demand for the reform of the United Nations Security Council is just, and a place for Africa in the very strategic organ of the organization is long overdue. In our collective effort to rebuild the United Nations of our dream, Nigeria reaffirms her commitment to upholding the principles of the United Nations, including human rights, peace and security, as well as democratic governance. I therefore reiterate Nigeria's rededication to multilateralism and the rules-based international system. It is my hope that this anniversary will encourage us to respond to numerous challenges we face and support efforts aimed at building the United Nations system we desire. Thank you.